The owner defines the stories and is less generalist. The owner may not have the ability to challenge if a product is actually a beautiful failure demand. So the product owner, or sorry, the product teams are often tasked with, this is how it is, and design the best thing possible. Business analysts would look at, what was the problem you're trying to solve in the first place? Is it beautiful design, or so is it failure design? So I think that's a key fundamental with regards to the lens is, this is the brief, this is what we're doing, almost like a design brief, as opposed to a business analyst who should understand the organisational requirements, the wider economic requirements of the problem that you're trying to solve. So you could say, well, we are in a contact centre and we want to design this complaint handling process to be as best as it can be. If you got things right anyway, you'd have less complaints.
Yeah.
But you could be designing this beautiful portal for complaints, but you're not even facing into the fact that if you're having complaints where you compliments, why is it not comments? If this is, if this is the case, how does that feedback into your continuous improvement loop? So I think that's sort of as a distinguisher. And I'm not saying one's better than the other, but it's just that the lens, one is helicopter view, one is sort of rooftop view, and you've got the ownership, but there's parameters within there. So in a way, that what you've seen with the product owner is very, very similar to how it used to be with, going back in the mid-noughties, with Six Sigma waves or lean waves, where you would have a project which has a beginning and an end. You defined, you measured it, you analysed, you improved it, you controlled it, but it had a life cycle, had a big beginning and an end. The BA arguably should always have the lens of what's happening with the bigger piece of the business, what's the corporate vision, strategy, and what you're doing to assist into that. Should work together. I think the BA thinks, the owner thinks, does, and leads. I think that's a key distinction there. The product owner is a proxy for the customer too, whereas the BA recognises the analogy that if Henry Ford had asked his customers what they wanted, they'd have asked for a faster horse. So I think that's a key distinction with regards to the PO is the customer proxy. So this is what the customer wants, the customers get that. The BA sets it from a Kano analysis point of view, which is, what does the customer want, how can you exceed it, how can you overlay innovation, the actual product that you're delivering, as opposed to the quality of the product that you're delivering. Again, the complementary, but I think if the BA has done the field work, then that would enable the product owner to deliver the most beautiful product, which is solving the perfect product, which is solving the problem at hand too. And also the BA, so the BA's got that enterprise or that organisational helicopter view, and the product owner's got that product lens. Totally complementary. Depends on the individual and it depends on the organisational needs. If you're a larger organisation, that breadth of enterprise lens and product lens is definitely needs to be differentiated and needs to be factored out, absolutely. Because you're a larger organisation. So one effectively assists what comes into the funnel and triages what goes into the funnel and shapes that piece up. But then for the delivery piece, whether the product is digital or analogue, is taken forward on there. So I think that there is a point of working together, but for example, 99.9% of businesses are SMEs or micros, not larger organisations, although the medium-sized enterprises are a decent size. But in some of the more smaller and the lesser medium businesses, of which more and more businesses are that than the other, the hybrid role is probably useful. And again, as a BA in an organisation with less than 100 people, that is probably useful. You might be that you'd be in that hybrid role. Again, it depends on the activity. If there's a real business change drive, it might be, you need that a lot of people on the tools there. I had a squad when I was at Guinness of 25 business analysts, and we tried to partition it between, to fragment it between junior BAs, and senior BAs. Some of those, in retrospect, should have probably, we probably could have looked at the organisational model slightly differently and had some products in there, so there's a slight difference. But don't lose the helicopter role. Somebody's got to do that BA helicopter. If you lose that and just go for product owners, you're losing the sight of what's the problem you're trying to solve in the first place. I would say the opposite, and funnily enough, the person who just sent me that text then for a catch-up, said person worked with me at a larger organisation. as a BA, and the role that they're in now is arguably BA stroke product owner, because they're in a much smaller organisation where they feel valued, they're going to the party for senior team decisions and for the design of the products, but they've also got the umbilical cord through to the problem that we're trying to solve as well. That person is thriving enormously. So it's going to align to the culture of the organisation. But if you want anybody who's got analyst in the role, they're a thinker.